Hello everyone, welcome back to English Paradise, Let's Explore Niimi. So usually we go around looking at exciting new things around town, but recently we've been looking at country dishes from around the world and in Niimi itself. So first I think we did Canada, then we did America, and today we're doing England. And I'm very excited to introduce our new guest. Our new guest is me. So just me today, and I'm going to make you my favorite dessert from England. So today we are making apple crumble. Now this is a traditional dessert from England and one that my mum taught me how to make, so I'm very excited. So let's have a look at the ingredients we're using. First up, we've got apples. So this is going to mean the main filling of our dish, and it's going to be really tasty. Next, we've got the topping. Now this is where the name crumble comes from. So we make a crumbly topping using sugar, brown sugar, flour, butter, and oats. Now these are porridge oats, often used in oatmeal, but we're going to sprinkle them on top and they're going to be really, really good. Now, to go with the apple crumble, we're going to make a custard. Now I love custard, it's a great sauce. Now to make custard, you need egg yolks, sugar, a little bit of salt, and some vanilla, and cream, this cream over here, and some milk. Now this is all really, really nice and it all gets mixed together. But we have a leftover ingredient. So if you have a look here, this is the egg white. We're just using the yolks today, but using this you can take it away and you can make a meringue or another dessert. So it's good not to waste ingredients. Okay. So let's get started and let's get cooking. Okay, so first things first, we need to prepare the apples. So take your apple, give it a quick rinse just to make sure it's nice and clean, and then get a peeler and start peeling the apple. Now, you don't have to be too careful about this, but it's nice to get it out so it makes them soft. Okay, so after you've peeled it, we're going to cut the apples to make them easy to stew. So first off, just do a simple cut right down the middle. Ooh, put this to the side, and then you want to do it one more time into a quarter. Good. Okay, now once you've got it in a quarter, take it and be very careful and start cutting out the core bits. Okay, so, and then we want to put them into your pan. Now you can just sort of like throw them in, but it's nice to get them layered because they're all going to need to fit in. So fill your pan until it's full. So just keep going. Now I love apples. Apples is one of my favorite fruits. Apples and bananas. But when it comes to desserts like pies or crumbles, apple is the best. It's about like so, and just dribble a small bit of water over it. And then take a little bit of sugar. Just put a tiny bit over it. It doesn't need to be a lot, just a little bit. And then you want it on a medium heat, so you don't want it big, you don't want it small, you just want it on a small heat. And then the heat will come up and the apples will start to sweat and soften. And so you'll hear like a cracking, and so you just got to move them around like so. Now you want to do this for about maybe 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how the apples do. So just keep stirring like this, and they'll get softer and softer. And when they're nice and soft, you can take them off the heat. So let's go. So after you've been doing them for about 5 or 10 minutes, you should be able to take your chopsticks or a spoon or a fork and sort of push them in, and they kind of just sort of goes in nicely and they're not too tough. So they seem about good to me, and the colour's changed and there's a nice smell. So take your gas off, and then you want to put them in your pot here. Now you can kind of just sort of plop a good amount in, and then see how it fits. And you want to push them down like this to make a layer of apples. it's kind of like a puzzle. And you just like stick them in until they're nicely done. My mum always used to do it really neatly, but I'm a little messier. We've got our apples. Now we are going to move on to our topping here. So, first of all, take a nice big bowl and we're going to put this in, take your flour and then take your sugar and put all your sugar in like that. I'm just going to break apart this and give it a nice mix so you can use different types of sugar. I like to use brown sugar or even like really dark black sugar because it gives a really nice sort of golden colour to it and like a burn taste. Now you want to cut it into just small pieces, but any way is good. So kind of pieces like this, and then maybe in half, and just sort of throw them in here. That looks maybe a bit more. You've got your butter in here. Now the next bit is really fun because you need to crumble it together. So this is why it's called crumble, because you start just pushing and mixing it together. So as you keep going, you start to get these sort of crumble shapes here, so it all crumbles apart. So this is about ready, I think. Now you don't have to use oats, but I find that they are really tasty. They add a lot of stuff. So just kind of one last mix, so sort of mix the oats in. Okay, so now with all this done, you just put this on top of this. And just cover, push the apples down. Now, maybe take a little more. A little more oats on top. And yeah, so there you go. This is just the apple crumble. And now afterwards, I'm going to put it into the oven for about maybe 20 to 30 minutes and check on it to make sure it's not burnt. And when the top is a lovely golden brown color, you can take it out and it's ready to eat. But next stage is we've got to make the sauce to pour over it. So I'm excited. Whoa, let's open it up and then put her in. Yeah, have her resting nicely in the middle. Looks good to me. And so we're putting it on for 200 degrees for 20 minutes. Let's go. So whilst we wait for the apple crumble in the oven, we're going to make the sauce to pour on top. Now it's one of my favorite sauces and it's custard. First, take your milk and your cream and pour it into here. Ooh, like so. A very low flame. You want a very low flame because you don't want it to get hot quickly. Take your egg yolks, and this is just the yolks, not the whites, and just pour it all in to here. Then just a pinch of salt, so just take a pinch and put that over there. Now this is cornstarch. Add your cornstarch, and then add your sugar. Cool. So, once all that's done, just start mixing it together like this. Keep checking your milk so that it doesn't boil away or anything like that. And I think that looks okay now, so you can leave that as is, and we can just focus just on the milk. So you take this and then start whisking gently. Ooh, careful. Like so. And then now you add your vanilla. So you want about maybe half a big teaspoon. So half one of these. That should be nice. Okay, like so. And then keep whisking. Okay. Now, once you've done that, you just need to keep heating it for a little bit longer. So carefully pour it back in. And then for the next maybe 10 to 20 minutes, you can just keep stirring this nice and slowly, and it will get thicker and thicker. So it's quite thin at the moment, so just keep gently doing it. And yeah, we should have a nice custard about the time that the crumble is finished. So you take the crumble out, and this should be ready. So we finished cooking, and I really want someone to try what I've made. So I'd like to introduce our special guest. This is Miss Kisoda. She is a nutritionist who works in Niimi City, right?
Hi.
So please try my dessert and tell me what you think. I hope it's okay.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Jack, and これは何ですか？
So underneath is apples, and on top is oats and sugar and flour, and together we call it apple crumble. And then I made a custard, a traditional custard to go on top.
じゃあいただきます。
Oh, please, please.
リンゴの甘酸っぱさとカスタードがとてもマッチしてる。
Oh, excellent. Oh, that makes me happy. I was really worried.
Delicious.
Oh, is it okay? Oh, thank you. Wow. Thank you very much for watching me and Miss Kisoda make a apple crumble today, and I look forward to seeing some more countries' dishes next time. Actually, I think Miss Kisoda will make something for me, yeah, which I'm really excited about. So thank you very much. So see you soon, everyone. Goodbye.
バイバイ。